And blessings, family. Sister Ajali, forgive my very kind of crude thumbnail here. I enjoyed putting it together, but my system is not so perfect, but it does what it needs to do for me, and that's good enough. Um, wow, what the hell? Literally, I don't even know what one subject to just pull out of this fecal matter fest coming from the devil himself and these friggin' this one right here at the Grammys where dude got up there and I didn't watch the Grammys. I ain't interested in watching any of these daggone clips of this lunacy that these people. There's no bigger distraction than Satan himself. I'm going to put the thumbnail in case you listening haven't watched yet my documentary, because I'm documenting what they're doing, of the Netflix movie White Noise, where they just put out their battle plan completely, including with this here. I wish the people of Ohio, especially those who are nearby this train derailment, which wound up resulting in this epic release of chemical contaminants into the surrounding environment. And it was a gigantic black plume. That's in the movie. I was just like, I don't take this as a joke because people's lives are at stake. But when these people are so desperate to stay in control, they concoct global just scripts that are real, that impact people's lives when you believe and trust what they're putting out there. I've had people come up to me, especially with the whole lockdown thing and now what it was caused over, initially say, I can't believe that they would put something together so huge. Surely not. And they mentioned, I forget, was it Pakistan or one of them Arab countries where they're like, oh, but they're so good. I'm like, it's control. It's the medical industry. Was the Robert Flexner, where the Rockefellers hired him to go from one medical learning institution after another and destroy any of them that were teaching anything besides allopathic medical treatment, which is just drugs, pharmaceuticals. And so the holistic and the naturopathic, even the chiropractic medical colleges were almost brought down to their bended knees. And so when you see these things put together, these people, I watched so many murder documentaries because I had to stop because it was just getting to be way too ridiculous. I'll watch more, but I do that so that my portion of my child's mind that was brainwashed by these devils can get it through her thick skull. Mine, I'm only one person, I'm not crazy, okay? That these people are the devil. Is it possible for individuals who are white to snap out of it? Yeah, sure, I guess so. I'm not holding my breath waiting for something like that to happen. They have a whole society that they have constructed based off of lies, treachery, trickery. And they have no intention of stopping because the stakes are gigantic. They've killed the Pacific Ocean. Good Lord. And if there's anything still alive in there, it is on its last fin. If it were walking, I'd say leg, but it's on its last fin. And they don't want that getting out there. When you watch The White Noise, if you haven't, and I'm not going to go through it again, but you'll see they know it's about the radiation. They confess it in multiple scenes. But that's the one thing that they never discuss China was speaking with the photo with the, oh, we're going to call them UFOs. We have alien invasions. Like, really, dudes? But China was threatening Japan over, dump that radioactive water and we're going to get you. You never heard anything about it again. There used to be a time when, in their confidence that they controlled our minds, they would try to act respectable. They would try to act, these world leaders would act like they were serious. Churchill, he looks like he was a serious dude. Mao Zedong, he looked like he was real serious. But now everybody's a jokester. They say stuff that they don't even follow up on. Just so that they could keep the masses completely confused, overwhelmed. I took a wonderful break from listening, watching the news whatsoever. And I was so peaceful. I felt so peaceful. And then when I went back today and I was like, okay, all right, let me do my duty because I got a job that I have to do for you. And see what's going on. And I was just like, oh my God. The Grammys, what it is that not even necessarily that they want you to turn into Satanists, because they got all those people out there who were complaining about whoever the heck this fool is, who would say, oh, this is satanic. Yes, it is, but they want you to watch it. That's the point. They don't care if you know it's evil. They don't care if they are putting out their stuff about, pedophiles or like real people. They just have a different kind of sexual orientation. They don't care if you disagree with it as long as you look. Ooh, made you look. As long as you are filled with confusion and just a sense of foreboding and hopelessness, when ain't nothing but the sort available for those who see the devil is going down. He's going out. Right? Then all of this is just the ravings of a bunch of lunatics who are trying to hold on to those few slaves they still have on the plantation. Right? Because Harriet Tubman, she done come through and everybody is just out. Now, I don't mean me, because I don't put myself in that kind of ranking. But if I wind up still remaining to be the only one talking about Fukushima, fallout, and all that it's doing and will continue to do, then that's what's going to wind up happening. I find that weird as heck. Right? But yes, do your best. I know we have to keep aware of what these people are doing. So yeah, but when you see it, no, it is the mad ravings of lunatics who refuse to confess, and they won't ever. Now, I put my focus into producing products for you. My king puts his focus into producing products for you that are all about our healing. The one book I wrote with the remedies for radiation, because that's the reason why they work overtime to hide it. Because there's remedies, there's cures. White man don't have the power to destroy the planet. We give him that power when we don't research and discover what can be done to stop this train wreck that's barreling into our very planet. I know there are ways. Most High created all of existence. So he was facing greater discouragement and distractions than you and I are today. And yet, look what he accomplished. Right? And so I have saved you 10 years of research by putting Furnace of Affliction together. And I found it absolutely astounding when I saw this article. U.S. law clerk who wrote a crime thriller a decade ago that nobody bought is now a sellout on Amazon after his daughter plugged the book on TikTok. We don't have 10 years to go and make all of my books, but most especially Furnace of Affliction, a sellout. We don't have that time. And I'm not saying because radiation is going to take us out in 10 years. That's possible. But I'm saying because these devils are going to escalate their lunacy from their own sheer paranoia. Go to 25,000 years cycle. Matter of fact, let me just go there right now. There you go. Right here. There is complete holistic healing for all of us on this website, 25,000yearscycle.org. Between my king and me, you good. You are good. You could read all the headlines in the world and think that you are watching the best comedy show you have ever seen. And it will not faze you. It will not faze you. Right? It is remedies to just living in a world where psychopaths control so many ways into our minds that's why they're desperate, because so many of us are waking up, but we have to wake up specifically so we heal ourselves. Because you can know the devil is a joke, but you can still be eating his poison food and thinking with his poison concepts of what is success, and none of that will save you. Okay? All right. Ooh, I love you, family. Go right on here. We got what you need. Straight black family pride always. Peace and blessings.